And if we're not, well, hey, we still got a couple of days to make it do what it do. But if, by the weekend rolls around and your week wasn't what you want it to be, it's always next week. But anyway, welcome to the Narrative Podcast. So yeah, before not diving into my content, my narrators, they already know the demonstration. They already know what my podcast is all about. I'm going to dive right on into it. Nope. Nothing. No, nothing. There's nothing there. I'm still trying to make let me see at least.
You are now listening to the Narrative Podcast with Halsey Allen.
Okay, that's there, but none of the stock effects are there. That's crazy. I don't know. Anywho, moving right along. Yeah, lucky for me, I had them backed up on a different board, but so like I said, moving right along, I'm gonna give you guys a brief overview before diving right on into the content. So let's start at the very top, the tippy top, the name, the Narrative Podcast. What does that suggest? Well, the Narrative Podcast basically suggests this is my remedy to the propaganda that the media spews out about original people and original culture, my people. So that's why I created this platform. The general mainstream media, we use a false narrative about original people and original culture. So what I want to do is I want to design a platform where I'm celebrating our successes. I'm highlighting and celebrating our people, showcasing us in a positive light instead of a negative light, and putting out positive frames of reference. That's what this entire podcast, this platform is dedicated and designed to do. It's just basically this place where I'm edifying and uplifting our people, and putting out in the universe and trying to inspire everybody that's listening to do the exact same. Shoot. What was I about to say? Oh, yes. So, still giving you a brief overview of the Narrative Podcast. This is a live edition. I have a full format for recorded when I do full programming, which I usually do every single weekend. This is a random live. I do these, when I have allotted time during the weekday. But anyway. So I think I already told you about the podcast and the platform. I'm sorry, I'm just a little distracted because it's just baffling to me where all those effects went. Crazy. But anyway, this platform is designed to, uplift and edify my people. That's, why I'm occupying this space. My overall takeaway I want my listeners to get from this content, if nothing else, is how important it is to share positive content on all platforms that you occupy about our people and our culture, because we live in the digital media or the digital era, And we're basically judged about the type of content that we're posting online. Um, so basically, what I want to do is inspire everybody to post positive content. Because just imagine, you know, people outside of our culture, they're all only given negative frames of reference about our people and our culture by, what's posted online. That's just all they're given. That's all they know. Not only that, that's how these Fortune 500 companies collect data. They look at trends like, don't get me wrong, the media is wicked and diabolical and divisive, but at the core of it, they're a business, and the first law of business is supply and demand. So they create all this content using our likenesses in a negative way based on their statistical research, based on what people are posting online, what people are clicking on. That's how they gather their data, and then once they collect that data, they create products based on their findings. So they believe from their research how negatively and poorly we're perceived in the media, is through their research that they believe we want to be perceived like that. So then they create these horrible television shows, these horrible movies, depicting us in a negative light, creating other product that is harmful to our community based on their research. So, and their research shows, what we're posting online: gang culture, whore culture, pimp culture, thought culture, F-boy culture, drug culture. We're feeding into all these negative stereotypes and stigmas that they place over us. So it's up to all of us to change the narrative. This is why I call my listening audience my narrators. And, change the perception and the way we're viewed based on, what we're posting online. So basically, like what I do online, I post stories about, leadership, entrepreneurship, unity, family structure, us taking care of our children, us taking care of our elderly, us caring about the community that we stay in and being pillars in the community, not a drain on the resources and not, willfully being disorderly and unlawful and conducting ourselves without any morals. Because that's the way the media, projects our images. That's what they say we are. So we got to constantly put out frames of reference to prove that we are not these negative stereotypes and stigmas. And it's not caring about what people outside of our culture think about us. It's basically about, if you're going to tell our story, tell it right. And so that's what the Narrative Podcast basically is me telling our stories correctly. Matter of fact, that's a perfect segue for my tagline, the Narrative Podcast. Changing the narrative one episode at a time by destroying negative stereotypes about original people and original culture. How do I destroy the negative stereotypes? By providing positive frames of reference about our people and our culture. Hence the Narrative Podcast. Nope, still nothing. That is weird. Okay, so another thing, also for this platform, I refer to ourselves, our people, as original people as opposed to black. The reason why I do this is to basically, I believe original people is a better way to describe us as opposed to being black or being called or referred to as black. Because I just feel that that's a better way to describe us, because we were and are the original people of this planet. We was originally here first. We originated written language. We originated spoken language. We originated every modern day convenience you can think of. So, and the word original also doesn't have any negative connotation surrounding it. The word original really hints at the beginning of all things, and in many cases the best. Whereas black, it gets a little sketchy, because like I said, we were and are the original people of this planet. But the powers that be, the colonizers, they took and flipped the narrative on the word black. They linked all negative things and associated it with the word black. So basically, they so basically they basically made black mean everything negative. They made it linked it with sickness, famine, disease, suffering,